What's up, sitters? This is Tyler Rolfe along with Joey Edge
Sitters, what's good?
and Chris Martinez.
What's happening?
And we are front porch sitting.
Yes, sir.
Golly, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Golly, man. Do you remember when Chris was what was he doing? I can't remember, but I was sitting in that chair.
Yeah. Family.
I told you, I said,
kids got
listen.
sick. Kids were sick.
Yep.
They woke up.
And I told you, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I will not be here the following Wednesday.
Yep.
But you are not a man of your word, and you're here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, called you a liar to
No,
your
no.
face.
I know what you mean, but I think you could have put that in a nicer way.
Probably could have.
I don't think so.
Especially on Valentine's Day. I apologize. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours.
Happy Valentine's Day, Chandler Collins.
Zach, we're not muted. Stop
Maxwell.
it. Cut it out, man.
Maxwell. I can see the little bars going up and down to indicate that we are. Well, maybe we're not. No.
Did you boys do anything special for Valentine's Day?
No, I did not. But Michelle did something special for me.
Ooh,
What's
talk
that?
to us.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, wow. I don't see any in front of me, so that sucks.
We'll talk about it afterwards.
Shout out, Michelle. Shout out, Michelle.
We'll talk about it. I got home and the house smelled like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, you knew what time it was.
Oh my goodness.
Kelsey.
I was like a hunting dog. I was like
Yeah.
smelling, just knowing where they were at.
Kelsey got my drink of choice, so like that was great.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, you got a Mountain Dew over there?
No.
yeah, that's my drink of choice. Yeah, so a bunch of Mountain Dews. I got her a card. Listen, so anyways, this is damn. I'm telling on myself, but I'll do it for you guys.
It's all right. Yeah.
So I go to the place where I got the present. I'm not gonna say it was CVS, but it could have been CVS. So I get a card, nice card, right? They got gift cards right there, gift certificates. I said that earlier. Gift certificates. A gift card to Zaxby's. Okay, we like Zaxby's. I'm checking out. It's a kid that I taught PE in 6th grade. I remember his name without seeing his name tag. I don't know how, but I did, which is not really common.
I know. I
His
feel
name,
that.
his name is Mason. He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Dude, it's been a long time." He goes, "I know. Now I'm old." And I'm like, "What does that make me?" He goes, "A little bit older." I was like, "Yeah, cool." Anyway, so I'm checking him out.
That's solid.
And he's like, you were my favorite PE coach." And I was like, "Man, I appreciate it." He asked me what I'm doing. I told him what I'm doing. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna put you on some game." There's an older guy behind me. I was like, "I'm gonna put you on some game. Buy a gift card to like a food restaurant place. You get half of that present."
Straight away.
He goes,
Man, that's the pro move.
he goes, "What?" I'm like, "Think about it. Y'all buy the food together. You're gonna eat your meal off that gift card, most likely.
Yeah.
She's not gonna ring up her meal.
And then make you pay by yourself.
Yeah,
Not happening.
So I really only got her like a $25 gift card instead of $50.
Golly, I hope she's not listening.
It's all right. If she is, she knows the game. Anyways, the guy behind me was like, "What?" He was like I said, an older guy. He goes, "What? Why haven't I ever thought of that?" And I'm like,
Because you're not as smart.
I promise he got out of line, and I think he went and got a gift card. I was like,
Changing the world one story at a time.
people helping people. Anything for you, Joey?
Me and Lindsay went to Red Ginger. We picked it up and came back home. We did not go sit down and eat. But
That's fine.
Yeah. I came here after practice, picked her up. We went and got it. Came back home, ate together.
Nice.
That place is too authentic for me.
It's good.
I typically don't like authentic cultural food.
You want it Americanized.
I don't want to go to Salsa's. I want to go to Moe's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I eat those. I don't.
Yeah,
the
100%.
authentic Mexicans, like you said, is too real.
Yeah, it's just too real for me. Wow. Yeah, I'm just being real with you guys.
Appreciate it. You know what else is too real?
What?
It's AW Weaponry.
Dude, The Realist. They are the premier gun store in the South, and they're always loaded. Man, if you did forget to get a little Valentine's Day gift, or maybe your significant other was asking you what you want, and then she's like, "Man, I forgot to get you something, but I want to," I'll tell you what. You won't go wrong going to JW Weaponry.
You never will.
Nope.
Nope. This is where you ask if I can give him the number.
Joey, can you give him the number
Yeah.
to JW Weaponry?
Yeah. 386-243-8587 is the number to the great JW Weaponry. Big fan of John, family run store, and been in Lake City for a while. Always supports local, so we try to support them as well. Good people, great people there.
Yeah, I normally say, "Hey, Joe, you want to give him the number?"
Yeah.
But I got distracted because Kelsey texted me, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no, alert!" But it's okay, false alarm. Everything is still normal. We'll find out this week if she listens
Oh
or not.
my gosh. Chandler also got the Red Ginger for lunch.
Yes.
And they don't sponsor us. What are we
He
doing?
also had Michelle make him a grilled cheese at one point. You remember that grilled cheese? Yeah, it was a good grilled
Come on
cheese, man. Michelle makes a mean grilled cheese.
It was when we were doing the Rabble night.
Golly, never forget the Rabble
It
night.
was the worst night
Worst
of my
night.
life.
Chan, let's get lunch soon.
Yes.
Let's get
Let's
lunch
do that. Yeah. I mean,
What we got? What we got?
All right, let's
Thanks,
not
Beverly.
waste any time. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Let's talk about Patrick Mahomes. Let's talk about legacy. It's about legacy, yo. Who said that?
I do not know. Tyler
sure.
Rolfe.
No, somebody said it.
Kanye West.
No, ooh, it might be Kanye actually.
Seems like something Kanye would say.
It does seem like
The
something.
yo at the end is very New York.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm also not
Jay-Z?
sure
I don't know.
how I feel about the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Joey, tell me what did you think about the game?
I honestly thought it was a well played game for the
Did
most
you
part.
really?
I thought the defenses played great in the first half.
I agree.
I'm just thinking like there was like 4 or 5 fumbles. There was like a muffed punt.
Those were forced turnovers though.
I agree.
yeah.
It wasn't like they were unforced turnovers. Like
We
the
call
fumbles,
those
right.
takeaways.
yeah, those
They
are
took the
takeaways.
ball
Yeah,
away.
I agree with that. I don't think those were like turnovers. I think those were takeaways. I think there's a difference.
I do too.
I think honestly the game changed when Greenlaw got hurt.
Bingo.
Yep.
You nailed it. And they were handling him perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The guy that replaced him, I think he came in and he got
They
9
went at him.
targets,
Yeah,
9 receptions.
They went at him immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately they went at him.
Yeah, well, I mean, as soon as Greenlaw goes out, then your luxury of being able to do both, of play the run and the pass, goes away with it.
Yep.
And it showed. It showed.
Yeah.
That, I think that was. Now, I haven't heard many people
when
talk.
Did that happen?
About whenever the tide started turning.
Yeah.
I think second quarter maybe.
Beginning of the third, maybe. I don't.
Yeah.
It was somewhere in that time frame. It was. It was
was
the
like-
beginning of, or end of the second quarter.
It was in the first half.
Yeah, it was.
And-
It was whenever they punted it and he was coming
No,
back
I mean,
on the field.
I don't feel like. I mean, I'm just thinking about the game. I don't feel like the offense was clicking on all cylinders in the second half. I think they had like 1 touchdown. It was off the muff punt.
They moved the ball especially with Travis Kelce a lot more frequently.
They did start moving it with Kelsey.
Yeah, and which that was.
I mean, he
part
had
of
1
the-
for 1 at halftime and ended up with 7 for 93 or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of that is Greenlaw getting hurt, which I said I was so intrigued to see Greenlaw and Warner how they played and how they handled him. And my God, earlier those boys were running and hitting.
Yeah, they were.
The
Were
whole
they?
they were all striking. Chase Young played pretty good.
He really. I
He
was going to
really
text you
did.
guys during
He
the game
really
because
did.
Chase Young, like the first
Got that
2
first sack.
series,
Got that first sack.
Yeah.
It was
the
huge.
first 2 series, I was like, man, Chase Young looks
ready.
like good.
And we said it here. We're like, yeah, if he plays well, they'll keep them at bay for a little bit, and it did for a little bit.
It did.
Greenlaw going out ultimately was kind of the, and then I think here's the other one, the other storyline. Whatever Kittle was playing through on the other side, and it eventually showed up late in the fourth. He had to go to the locker room. I probably got an injection and then came back.
100%
You
got
know
an
what I mean?
injection.
You
Oh,
know?
yes.
But he wasn't himself. Like he wasn't blocking like he normally does. That was a factor as well. I think.
Yeah.
He wasn't as dominant because the one guy comes in and he like totally whiffs on a block and it's a destroy the play, destroy the drive
That
type
happened
deal.
twice.
Yeah.
It was really kind of a sloppy. I don't want to say sloppy, but sloppy performance by the Niners. Everyone from the coaching staff, some of like the missed assignments.
I thought Purdy played pretty okay, like pretty good.
I
thought
thought
he
he
did
played
well
quite
enough.
well.
I thought he played pretty good.
I thought he did too.
Yeah. My only thing with them is I feel like they could have got Brandon Ayuk involved a little bit more.
I agree.
Yeah, because
There was
yeah.
I went to Shane's house and late in the third, maybe early in the fourth, there was a third down play. It was like 3rd and goal from the 8 or 9, and I told Shane then I was like, if they don't somehow get Ayuk isolated here, then they're not doing this right. Ayuk
Debo
was
was
1-on-1.
locked down the whole game.
Debo looked hurt. Like
Yeah.
when
He
he
looks
pulled the
hurt.
hammy, his explosiveness went with it.
Yep.
But I mean, it's the Super Bowl. You're going to battle through that, and you're gonna do what you got to do.
I thought that was so cool how they were all battling through.
Yes,
Like-
I agree.
There was no quit in any of them.
No,
You could tell they were hurt. Like they were putting it together.
yeah, exactly. But Ayuk was singled up man to man, left of the formation. I mean, his guy's laying on the ground over here. He's in the middle of the end zone doing jumping jacks or whatever. And Purdy didn't have a lot of time, but I feel like if that's your primary read, his primary read in the situation was Juwan Jennings, who had a great game.
Yeah.
Throw it up. Just throw it up.
if your primary read is what I think is your best receiver, then you probably should go to him. But
Chan says Purdy missed Debo twice for touchdowns. The one, like Chris Jones is in his face. Like he beats his block right now. Like
did.
that's
I don't think there was.
and he didn't miss it by much. I mean, it doesn't matter. He missed it. I understand that, but it was like
he
You're-
threw that
Yeah.
desperation way earlier than he wanted to let that one go.
100%.
I enjoyed the game personally. I thought it was.
I did too.
I thought I really enjoyed like the defensive struggle early. I thought Shanahan gave up on the run too soon. I would have kept running the football.
Yeah, in the
at
third
them.
quarter, Christian McCaffrey was like non-existent. Like, where's he at?
Yeah, and he was not banged up like that.
Right. No.
He's banged up for a running back in the NFL in
course.
week 20,
Of
but
course, but
he was relatively healthy for the for the reason, anyways. And I thought he abandoned the run. I didn't think that was a good move. I was actually let down by Shanahan a little bit. I think he I don't want to say
Let the
got
bright lights-
exposed, but
let the bright lights get to him again.
something changed, and I'm not sure what that was. If it is the big stage, maybe it is at this point. Now it's twice, but I thought the game plan offensively, he'd been so brilliant on offense.
Yeah.
He got away from the run game. Honestly, is how I feel about it. And I think that killed him,
Spags really sends like 21 guys every play.
It feels like it.
especially like late. Like he was like, we're either going to get a stop right now, or we're going to give up a touchdown.
You have
Right
to
and
do
give
that.
Patrick
You
Mahomes
have
the
to
ball.
do
Like, and that's the right play, honestly.
What did you think about Patrick Mahomes? Let's separate it in halves. First half, what you think?
I said off there, I felt like it was a heavyweight fight.
Yeah,
Like it almost is like they're just throwing little jabs to keep people away, just jab, and then eventually we're gonna get into the match, but I want to see what you're gonna come at me with first, and that's what I felt like with Mahomes. Like I feel like he was really, really, really taking what was given to him and
They
trying
had-
to do nothing else.
They had him bothered a little bit though.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
they were getting a lot of pressure on him.
they got a lot of pressure, and they were able to like play covers with the backers and still keep too high,
Right.
which was huge.
Yes.
To not give up shot plays
Until
Greenlaw goes down.
Right.
Now we can't do it. The game plan, everything shifts, everything changes for 2
Who wins
weeks.
that game if Greenlaw stays in?
It's hard to bet against them, the Chiefs.
but the way it was going,
Right.
I was gonna say it felt.
And even with him being out for literally 3 quarters, basically, because they played overtime, it still went down to overtime.
The wire.
And a bad decision by Shanahan and the boys.
which we're gonna talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. Chandler said Kelsey got more involved after he bull rushed Reed. I want your perspective on what Kelsey did real quick.
I despise it. Like, I hate
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't talk to me about emotions. Don't talk to me about heat of the moment. I don't care. And I don't care the reason. The reason doesn't matter because he's unselfish, Joey, because he's mad that the other tight end missed the block when he would have made the block.
Right.
I don't care about the reason. That is your leader, your guy. You don't get a pass from me. I'm sorry. There's no place in that. Like, let me get in my soapbox for a minute. Here's why I have such an issue with it. We live in a society right now where there's no respect for any authority figure, period, anywhere. No respect. I was just talking about with somebody, a couple people on a ride to Orlando. Like, it used to be you didn't necessarily respect like people in your house, not in my house, but like you would never take disrespect out of the house. You're going to respect other adults
For sure.
and your teachers and any authority. You're going to respect them. There's none of that for law enforcement. There's no respect for them. The teachers get disrespected like crazy. Parents now are getting disrespected by their own children. Not all of you, not the ones in this chat for sure, but like, so is it going to go to the workplace? Like, is somebody going to go in and slap their boss? Like, and then are they going to be the CEO that allows that like to take place? So now on the sideline, we got a coach. You're an employee. Like, I don't care that you make more than him. You are an employee, and you're going to go rush your coach? Bro, he should have been knocked out, like out cold, honestly. I don't know. I despise it. Like, in a world, in a society where we live right now where there is no respect for authority from like a lot of different levels, at the highest level in athletics and the biggest stage, it shows itself in the freaking Super Bowl. A guy doesn't get his way. Something doesn't happen how he wanted it to happen. And his response, how he handled his own actions, his reaction was to go disrespect the authority figure. I absolutely despise it. I can't say what I think it is, but
Yeah.
I do not like it at all.
Yeah. So originally, first thought is, but why? Like what could possibly go into your head to make you think that was okay? First of all, Andy Reid, I mean, the best coach in the NFL, right? We can agree on that.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think everybody can. And Travis Kelce said that after the game, which is fine. But
I haven't even heard his comments because I can't stand him.
yeah,
I didn't like him before.
said he was a great human, best mentor he's ever had, greatest coach in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Leader of man.
Yeah, best leader of men, nothing but love and respect for Coach Reid, blah, 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 blah. And Andy Reid played it off as well, kind of joked about it, said he's lucky he caught me off balance. Wouldn't have stumbled if he caught me off balance, or if he would have caught me when I had my balance, and blah, blah, blah. He made a joke about it. Okay, cool. I'm with you on the fact that when you're a leader of a team, and people look at Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes as the leaders of this team, whether that's fair or not fair, it doesn't matter. That's the perception. And perception is reality, as we know. So when you're on that stage, and you said it, the biggest stage of all, more people watch this Super Bowl than any other sporting event ever. Every year, this is the biggest sporting event in the world. And you said it earlier. We all have a problem with authority, but when there's children from 5 years old to high school that see that and they're like, "Oh, well, he does it to his head coach. Why can't I?" Like when that happens, and listen, I know Brian Allen pretty well, right?
All right.
But when that happens at Columbia High School,
All right.
yeah, and that's what's going to happen. All right,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's just it baffles me. And you said it. You said everything that I wanted to say, but like I'm not going to my workplace and slapping or bumping into my boss and being like, "Hey, bro, get me a raise."
Yeah. Put me on a schedule. I want more hours. All right. We'll holler.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is find another one.
Yeah. You said something about leadership, and this is great because I actually got to speak on this today, so it's fresh. Being a leader is so challenging because you have to be a leader all the time. I told my guys today. I said, like, there's not everyone in the world isn't a leader. Might be 10% of people are leaders. The other 90 are followers, and the good followers follow the leader who's doing the right thing.
Right.
Here's the thing, Joey. Here's the thing that I like that really stuck out to me, and the example I used, and it made a ton of sense, and it really hit home with my guys. On Friday nights, when we get a 3-and-out or a turnover or a takeaway, and we come to the sideline, and we plug the iPad in, we watch the film because we get it right now, and it's really, and we get 3-and-out. It's really, really easy for me to lead my guys right then. Hell yeah, boys. Let's go get it again. Go get the ball back again. You're doing a great job. I love that. That's wonderful. You know when it's challenging to be a leader?
Tell me.
When someone busts a coverage or doesn't line up right, and we give up a stupid touchdown or a stupid huge play, and I got to come to the sideline, and all I want to do is flip every chair upside down, rip the TV down and spike it, throw my headset, act a complete fool because that's what I want to do. But I have to lead them guys in that moment right now, and that's when they need to be led. I have to go do the right thing. I have to swallow it as a leader and do something I don't want to do for the greater good. You can't be a leader and do that, like because I don't respect you. I think you're fake. I think you're a fraud. That's not real. I can see through that, and I think that's Blaze, and it's shocking. I don't know. That's his initials, and that's his high school number, so I believe it is. But he says the best tight end, arguably, to ever play said, "Don't take me out the game again and put it on me." Did touching him go too far? For sure, but emotions ran high. Absolutely, emotions ran high, and he can feel that way all he wants, but you have to be in control of your emotions and control of your response and how you handle situations. When emotions run high and you do something you shouldn't do, there's still consequences for those things. You punch somebody in the mouth because they called you an MF or they called you a derogatory term. You are absolutely allowed to be pissed off and want different, but you have to control your emotions because there's still consequences for those decisions. I'm not with that at all. I understand what Blaze says, and I think that's Blaze. But passionate.
I wasn't sure who that was, I'll be honest.
Like passionate, like I was one of the most, like I'm extremely passionate, but never, like my coach grabbed me by the face mask and twisted it and told me a whole bunch of terrible things. Like I just kind of took it. That was the authoritative figure. Like I ate it. Like at practice one day, the huddle wasn't right. It wasn't even my fault. I'm getting the call. I don't see what's behind me. The huddle wasn't right. He walks to the huddle. I'm thinking he's coming to give us the call. No, he starts bashing face masks in with his fist, and I'm like, what? What happened? What's that for? I didn't even know that behind me they were BSing. I didn't know. But that's an authoritative figure. Travis Kelce, who knows? Well, he would have grabbed him by the throat. Is that? I'm not with that. I don't think so. I don't think that's how you handle your business.
So the only reason I'm not overly critical, like really a lot more critical, I don't think that he meant to do it. Like you said, though, it doesn't matter whether you meant to or not. The fact is it happened. I don't know that he meant to bump him. I don't know that he did. But what bothers me more than any of that is 2 weeks ago he throws his helmet on the sideline, like really throws his helmet on the sideline, and then 2 weeks later, this happens. Repetitive actions tell me more than I need to know.
It's who you are.
Right.
It's who you are.
Right.
And you are allowed to be that. They allow it. The Chiefs allow it. So that's fine. Like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
But
and I'm sure him and Andy Reid have that relationship, and I'm sure Andy Reid has that relationship with his players, that he's an easygoing guy and all that.
Perception is reality, and I'm not privy to knowing how their relationship is.
Same.
So as a spectator, it looks to me as if a guy who's gritting his teeth and as angry as could possibly be, very, very aggressively, is in his coach's face, and he bumps him. I don't think, like, intent to me isn't all that important with, like, the reaction of him.
Yeah.
Intent doesn't matter because if he's where he's supposed to be, that mistake can't happen.
Right. And
He shouldn't be there.
It isn't in your coach's jaw saying, don't take me out the game again.
To me,
I don't care.
To me, if you want to find out who someone is, put them in the fire, right? So, like, this idea, like, the emotions were running high, and I'm not trying to call Blaze out here, but, like, you see who people are when their hand is in the fire. Right. That's when I want to see my leader the most.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
That's
it. It doesn't matter if you can lead when it's easy. That's not a leader.
100%.
Like, leaders lead no matter what the circumstances are.
That's why it's hard to be a leader.
Yes.
You can't be a front runner.
Yeah. Right. I agree with all of that. Absolutely, 100% agree with all that.
And I don't think that Andy Reid really minded all that much.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. But I don't
think he was caught off guard.
Oh, yeah, he for sure was.
He's like, whoa. Like,
my man almost fell to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if
But
he
that doesn't
falls,
make
it's
it
a
right.
totally different. If he falls, we're having a different conversation.
Right. It's like two sides of the coin. It's like they
falls,
have
he
their
breaks
type
two
of
hips, but-
relationship.
Yeah. Right.
They have the type of relationship where Travis Kelce feels comfortable to do that.
Yeah.
But you also have to have the self-control and respect to know that it's not an appropriate thing to do. Even if you can do it,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you should.
Again, and I don't. Again, let me say this again. I don't mind him going to his coach and voicing his opinion on the situation. It was a big moment and a big situation in the biggest game of them all. I don't mind him going to his coach and if they have that relationship and saying, "Coach,
After he's gone to the tight end, after he's walked through that, then
Yeah.
you can go to the coach. Yes.
yeah," and say, "Hey, I'm the best blocker we have at tight end. Put me in that situation. I don't care if I'm tired. I'm going to go make that block."
It's the Super Bowl.
I have no problem with him doing that, but you can't, in my opinion, anytime you bump your coach or hit your coach or whatever, and he did at least hold him up after he bumped him off balance. I mean, he grabbed him to hold him up.
Right.
But then he continued to yell.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, bro, if you would have just held him up and been like, that was stupid. All right, hey, love you. And
Yeah.
walked away, I think the world would have been okay with it at that point, honestly.
Here's another thing for you to think about. What if they lose? Oh, it's a different conversation today.
100%.
Winning cures everything. They won a Super Bowl, so everybody's happy-go-lucky. It's not a big deal. If they lose, listen. First of all,
Not
Andy
only
Reid,
did they lost, but you have Travis Kelce coming unraveled.
This-
It's a culture
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
100%.
Andy Reid is still calling plays. The drive is still going, right?
No, they had just fumbled.
It wasn't
the
a big
defense
play.
was-
It resulted in a turnover.
Right.
He's still on the field though. If it happens off the field, like if he lets it sit for like, I don't know, a minute longer, and then catches him like on the sidelines, like and then like kind of rushes him like he did on the sideline, it's like, Coach, don't take me out again. Period. Do not take me out.
Yeah.
Then it's a different conversation. Like, Coach, I don't care what you call. Do not take me out again until I tap my helmet. Then I'm like, okay, they got that relationship. They can handle it. They can have that conversation together that way. Fine. But you asked me a question. I answered it how I see fit. So.
Yeah.
Jason called him out on the podcast today. Fun fact.
He told me he was wrong, right?
Yeah, he told him it was just way out of line.
Absolutely.
He probably had to go back and watch the game again.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
There it is.
Jason.
Blaze literally just said that. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah, Blaze.
And he's behind, so he said that
He's-
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about the same time. Come on.
Close.
About the same time.
It was close.
Great minds think alike. Boys.
Absolutely. You guys
Great
got it
minds think
together.
alike. Joey. You and I went at it a little bit on the Patrick Mahomes throw. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Why is it a good throw or is it a bad throw? We can do this quickly.
Yeah, it can be quick. We're already 30 minutes in.
It's a
Y'all
good
know
throw.
that?
It's a good throw. Was it a good decision to throw to that ball?
Did it work out?
That's not what I asked you.
It worked
I
out.
didn't say if the result was good. I said, was it a good decision to throw it?
I
Wow.
don't know for sure if it was a good or bad decision
This is an energy shift like I've never seen before from him.
because I never said it was a great decision earlier
Oh, you were hard in the paint at 8:55.
because I do think it was a phenomenal throw.
But okay, so I have a better question.
Okay.
Well, I have another question. Maybe
Lead me,
not. Maybe
Chris.
not. No,
Lead.
no. This is what you do. You're so good at this part. How many people on this earth can make that throw?
4,
No, this
5.
This is where you lose me. This
5,
is
5 including Mahomes.
that's where you lose me. All right, so name them. So Mahomes.
This is the McCole Hardman 55-yard pass.
Yes, across his body.
Down to
Whoa.
like the 10-yard line.
Thumbs is fireworks.
No, thumbs are thumbs.
Well, what did
No,
I
no,
do?
2 thumbs are fireworks.
All right, you keep talking. I'll do the
Yeah.
graphics edits. Sweet, I did that on accident. Because I was saying like this guy, you lose this guy right here. All right, so Mahomes. Okay, who else?
Mahomes, Herbert, Allen. Who was the other one I said?
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Lamar can't make that throw. Okay.
Zach Wilson can't because he did it in his Pro Bowl.
No, he didn't.
Carson Wentz did. Shane
Carson
Edge
Wentz
can.
did.
No.
Dog. Just so we're clear,
He doesn't like it. Patrick, oh, Baker Mayfield can.
Baker Mayfield can. 100% Baker could.
He's got a rocket launcher.
You don't need a rocket launcher. It's 60 yards.
That's true.
Baker probably
Every
can.
quarterback in the National Football League can throw the ball 60 yards. Every
Yes,
single
every one of them probably can throw
Oh,
the ball
Rogers
60 yards.
can
Rodgers.
do it.
Rogers was the other one. Thank
Will
you.
Rogers,
Levis. Will Levis. Thank you, Chandler. Will Levis 100% can.
Shit. Oh my God, you guys are.
What about Russell?
We're not talking like Joey. It's not like he fit it into a window here.
It's
threw
not
the
like
ball
he
60
threw the ball
yards.
60 yards in a straight
Burrow.
line. He's
Burrow's
rolling
making
to
that
his
throw.
left. Burrow has no
Dude,
chance to make
he's
that
not
throw.
fading away. He turns his shoulders a little bit. I'm not saying that he threw it. He squared his shoulders to the target. But
It's somewhere.
not-
it's somewhere in between what you both think.
Yes, it's somewhere in between.
He's not fading away like crazy. He also didn't step into it like crazy. It's
No,
somewhere in the
yes.
middle.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
I'm not gonna.
Chandler, I said Jamarcus Russell right now on
he-
Bourbon Street can do that right now. He can have a grenade.
Brother,
That's what
he's
they're
in
called.
prison. He's not.
Is he?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Then so you really think he can't make that throw? He'll throw it out of the jail right now.
He probably
Over
already
the
has.
barbed wire, no doubt, easy. Stroud?
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
No.
Dude, it's 60 yards.
No, Stroud has a. Come on, Joey.
It's not a mile. Do you know how far 60 yards is?
Drake May can do it.
Do you know how far 60 yards? Let me put this into perspective so the sitters
Yeah, I
can
know how far
visualize
60 yards
this.
is.
Let me visualize this for you. When
But
you're
I want you to
9
throw the ball 60 yards rolling away from your target.
When you're 9 years old, Joey, when you were 9 years old, you were playing baseball. How far away was the fence?
200 feet, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
200 feet.
Roughly.
Okay. Do you know how many feet 60 yards is? 180.
Yeah.
So he's standing at home plate and he throws it to where the left fielder stands in a little league baseball game.
The facts,
Left fielder
facts.
stands.
Yes, because it's
Yeah, about
inside
180.
200 feet.
Drake May can do it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that 60 yards is like mind blowing. This like 25, 30 years ago. Yes, I would agree with you that 60 yards is a long way.
Drew Bledsoe threw it that far. Cordell Stewart.
Dog, like 60
Not right
yards.
now though, Joey. To your point, you're not saying those guys.
Future Bronco legend. You know who
Drake May.
probably couldn't throw it 60 yards?
Caleb Williams,
Who's that cat from Michigan? JJ, what's his name?
McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy.
Watch his pro day. Might be able to.
He might
You
be
said
able to-
you said Daniel Jones could throw it.
Yes, 100% Daniel Jones could do that.
Wild analogy.
You know what's funny is none of these guys do it.
So here's my point. So that was Tyler's
You know who has done it? Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else?
Treon Harris. Chandler said that.
Who else?
Okay,
Who else?
getting-
Who else has
getting
made throws like
crazy
that?
now. James Winston could do it, right, Maxwell?
Who else has made throws like that? I'm waiting.
Define throws like that.
Rolling to your left and throwing the ball to your right, 60 yards, according to you.
Joey, the question that you're asking me is like, can you think of every throw every quarterback has made for the last 20 years? No, I could not. You don't know that either, my friend. You don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
We can move on from it.
Tua couldn't throw it. That's a fact.
That's true.
That's a
true.
fact.
Neither could any of those other dumb people in that y'all are talking about. Nobody.
I
none
think
of
they
them.
can. We're
If
allowed
they could, they would, and they don't do it because they cannot. They physically do not have
So
the
the one
ability
thing
to
that
do
I think
it.
makes it like less impressive is because he's so good at throwing off platform. Like he almost
He's the
didn't get
best.
drafted. I agree.
Other than Aaron Rodgers back in the day.
he almost did
That's what I
not
said,
get
Chandler.
drafted out of Texas Tech. I saw a cool video. Like literally,
Jameis Winston.
it was a million talking heads saying how it's a terrible mistake to ever take
Wipe your
Patrick
mouth,
Mahomes.
Zach.
Wow, that's crazy kids show. So
If they know what I'm talking about, they don't need to be listening to what
I
they're
actually had to
listening
wipe my mouth earlier. I had some milk mustache right there. Anyways, so but like Mahomes has been doing this since he was at Texas Tech, throwing off platform like on every throw. So, and honestly, and I know what you're saying. Like we watched the replay earlier before we did it. Before we had this discussion, he is off platform, but it's not the most off platform for Patrick Mahomes. He literally gets both feet. I understand the shoulder is still open. I know that. But both feet are like planted, like firmly, which is he doesn't always do that. Like
That's on platform for him.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. It's like both feet are in the ground, and he has like where he can actually like rip it and spin it. Now his shoulder is open, but he's throwing it like it's harder on podcasts. But like he throws it with open shoulders,
Right.
But feet are in the ground, so he's able to like generate torque, and it's still underthrown. It should have been intercepted. But anyways, we're spending a lot of time on one play.
Prime
There's
West
more
would
than
have made that
there's
throw,
more
I
than
agree.
four people that can make the throw, in my opinion, my humble opinion.
All right.
Shane Edge can do it too.
Shane Edge couldn't make that throw today for anything in the world.
You know what we're gonna do?
15 years ago?
You know we're gonna get it on
Shane
video
listens.
too.
Shane listens to podcasts.
Yeah,
He
he's
will
gonna
make
do
that.
it.
15 years ago? Listen, let me tell you a quick story about
Can we
Shane.
get Joey running the route? and
God, no.
Shane
I don't know if I can
throwing
run
it?
60 yards. Listen.
I watched
this
Joey
is
last
no
time
lie.
I played football with Joey. He popped both hands.
Me and Chris can
No,
do
it
the
was
corner
not
and
both.
safety.
It was the same one twice.
This would be great.
Listen, the probably the first time I played flag football with Shane, right? So I'm 15 years old, a sophomore in high school.
Jesus.
We're playing 7-on-7 out there at Memorial Stadium. And Shane said, jog about 15 yards off the line and then go as far as you can go. And I said, okay. So he makes a guy miss, rolls to his right, what we're talking about right now, except he rolled right, not left. He puts his back foot in the dirt, and when he put his back foot in the dirt, I was like, he's like an ant at this point. I'm so far away. He can't throw it this far.
You had wheels.
And I could move at that point.
Yeah.
Listen, he overthrew me by like 3 yards because I just started jogging. It took me 53 minutes to get back to the huddle because I didn't want to go back. I get back in the huddle, and he said, "The hell was that?" I said, "Bro, I didn't know you could throw the ball that far." I don't know what to tell you. He said, "When I tell you to go, go." I was like,
He means it.
"You're right. My fault. Sorry about that." That's
He's
me.
my favorite quarterback.
my bad.
Shane is my favorite quarterback I've ever played because he can put the ball where it needs to be. And a guy like me, like possession guy,
Yeah. You can go get it.
God, I just literally play basketball. Just box people out, and he'll throw it here. I don't have to do
While we're
anything.
talking about football,
Yes.
I need the sitters to do something for me.
Oh, boy.
Because last week you didn't do it.
Yeah.
You didn't go watch the Divine highlights.
Noel Devine.
Oh,
didn't do it.
My God. Don't do
I
it
know
right
who
now.
did. I did.
Yeah, we made
It's-
you.
We forced you. We basically held you down in the
You
chair and told you
literally
you
did.
had to.
It was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life.
Noel Devine. Don't do it right now, but like put a pin in
We'll
it.
tweet it. We'll tweet
Come
it
back
tonight.
to it.
We'll tweet
Yeah.
it tonight. I promise. Unbelievable. I forgot about that.
Yeah, last thing on CYSA, I played. Remember, we were playing against a real cocky team. This kid thought he could cover me. I could actually move a little bit at the time. This is the most disrespectful thing I've ever done in 7-on-7 flag football. I tipped the ball over his head and caught it on the other side of him for like a pretty like marginal gain, but it was it was just so disrespectful.
And it wasn't like you did it on accident.
No, I did it on purpose. It was nasty.
It's quality.
I love that.
One of my favorite things.
You know what one of my favorite things is?
What's that?
Brian Sports.
Oh my gosh, he's a heck of a flag
of
football
quarterbacks,
player.
Talking about people
Speaking
that
of
can spin it.
quarterbacks, yeah.
Speaking of guys that can
Probably
spin it,
couldn't throw it 60 yards now, I don't think. But
talk to me about Brian.
a few years ago, he definitely could do it. Brian Sports, these shirts, this one right here. Yeah.
I'm about to place an order right now.
Are you?
Yeah,
You should.
Brian, the Badger, like long sleeve.
Oh, you meant right now.
No, yeah, right now. Sorry to interrupt. Everyone should get one of these. The Badger, long sleeve,
The thin one?
real thin hoodie one.
Yep.
I need a purple and a black one with the CHS logo, like the block logo. That's all I need.
Make it a double. What size?
I'm a 2X. He knows.
I'm a 1X.
Thanks for letting everyone else know that I'm a 2X. But
Dude,
he already knew.
golly.
What size are you?
Chris catch it. You just caught it straight right
No
there.
doubt. No
Hard.
doubt. Broad
Anyways.
shoulders. I'm big boned. But no, seriously, like if you could, Brian, if you're listening, when you listen, he's probably listening.
Yes.
Long sleeve, the little Badger hoodie, purple, black, CHS Tigers. Everyone should probably get one. Honestly,
Truthfully.
they're it is probably my favorite
It's not even
article
close.
of clothing.
It's not close. That's my favorite article
Yeah,
of clothing.
it's good. I had like 4 of them from Union County. I still wear them like when we go to slide up the sweat in.
Yeah.
You know that to be true.
I do.
But no, so good.
Yeah. So yeah, go see Brian Sports, or go see Brian at Brian Sports, or Amy or Bryce. Any of them will work. They'll make sure they take care of you. Mention Front Porch Sitting, get 10% off.
What's the number?
It's number 755-0570. They'll take care of you. Always guaranteed. Promise.
Love that. Before we go on, I do want to apologize to Joey. I was wrong about the Chiefs. I was wrong about Patrick Mahomes. I will probably never, ever pick against them ever again in the playoffs.
It's really hard to.
It's so hard to. That team is so bad.
Hey,
on
really,
offense.
really quick, because
Really have nobody worth a darn on offense.
Nobody.
We
We have
wanted to-
Nicole Hardman catching. Sorry, go ahead.
no, we're still on that. You're right.
No, it's just so bad.
Rashay Rice, and
I think Rasheed Rice is pretty good.
he's good.
He didn't do much.
Kelsey,
for it,
Kelsey's getting a little older.
pretty good, but he looks a little heavy.
Yeah, he did.
He looks like I feel.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
What else we're talking about? Like, so that they stay tuned. So, I listen, Gator fans, I love you. Don't even think about it. We are.
I'm here.
Don't do that.
Don't do this.
No, I'm going to. It's my job. This is the show. That you're about to say, is it?
A job, you say?
Oh wow, so he's gonna do it. That was probably too much. I lost my train of thought.
CJ. Never mind.
Stroud.
No. Me and Chris. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, finish.
No, I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
We've got top 10 potential teams. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Saders. We were joking pre-show, just messing around. Joey brought it into the show. You're an idiot. We've got potential top 10.
He did.
Potential top 10. Potential top 10 teams that could win a national championship next year in college football.
I can't wait to talk about that, by the way. Are we going to talk about that now?
Sure.
Is that where we're at?
You're going to. I'm going to mute my mic so I can
Why?
cry a little bit.
It'll be fine.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
We got it up.
10 teams with national championship potential.
How many of those teams can actually win it, Chris?
1.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Nobody else?
Ohio
No.
State.
Ohio State?
I don't know.
They have the
I feel like
roster.
Texas. Why not Texas?
I think Texas. I truly think Texas, Georgia, Ohio State has the opportunity.
That's it. Everyone else loses too much. Alabama's going to be in transition. Ohio State, Georgia, Texas. Oregon lost their quarterback. Ole Miss, maybe. Honestly, they did really well in the portal. They've got veteran guys. I can see them making a push. I could actually see. No, I don't
Did Ken Lane win a national title?
No.
You don't think so? I really don't either. Florida State?
I don't know.
It's really hard to pick a team that doesn't have a quarterback, or like a quarterback that has
Where's
coming
Colorado?
back.
I agree.
Colorado. What else? Who else?
I think Oregon has a chance too. But they replaced the quarterback.
Who are they replacing the quarterback with?
I don't know.
I don't
Dylan
know.
Gabriel
They picked up Evan Stewart.
and Evan Stewart.
He's pretty good.
And Dan Lanning's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Put that back up there.
Nobody else. Penn State, no. LSU, no.
Yeah, I don't understand
Michigan,
Penn State.
not even close.
I don't understand Penn State being on the list with James Franklin.
Dude, they try so hard to make Penn State relevant. It's the weirdest thing to me.
It's super weird.
They always do this though.
I really don't get it. LSU's replacing the best quarterback they've had since Joe Burrow, like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Alabama is losing everyone, but
so is
I don't
Michigan.
know. Yeah.
So is
Same-
Michigan.
Yeah, same with Michigan.
I don't know. Yeah. Ohio State. Yeah, that's it. Chris, any thoughts?
No.
All right. Let's look at this. Let's go back to Patty Mahomes because I forgot to throw this up at the beginning.
Yeah, you
Chris
did.
had this in the show notes.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going to.
Yeah, might be. That was a producer error right there.
Clicked on the wrong thing. It's okay.
What do you think about his legacy right now, Chris?
It's definitely improved for sure. That Super Bowl was he put everyone on his back in the overtime. So like clutch gene, he's got it. I don't think I'm not willing to go like GOAT yet. But best in the game right now, no doubt, not even close.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say GOAT just because Brady has so many rings.
The number,
like he's gonna have to do this for a sustained period like Brady did. But I think he's certainly.
I think if he gets to like
ahead of
4,
pace?
yeah, I think if he gets 4, even 4 or 5, I could
How many's Brady got?
7.
7. That's what I'm saying. He's got to get a 5. Like for me,
Even entertain it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does 5 get him to the GOAT?
That's where I'll start the conversation.
Say, I don't think you can start it just because of. I mean, Tom Brady, he did it for so long, but I think
That's what people discredit, and I don't like that because recency bias is like he's not out of sight, out of mind,
And
right?
I would
like,
also point out that in Brady's earlier years,
Yeah.
you could actually hit the quarterback.
correct. No, that's
true.
a fact.
Yeah, that's
You know?
100% fact. No, I think what Brady did, and I don't know that Mahomes can get to 7 no matter what happens because his style of game is athleticism and big arm. Brady never really had either one of those two things.
No.
He developed his arm as his career went with, working out, diet, and all that, and intelligence. But his thing was always intelligence. Like he was so much smarter.
I think people underestimate Mahomes' intelligence big time.
Oh, I do too.
That
I'm not
4th
saying
and
that
1
he can't do it. I'm
That
just
4th
saying
and 1
that.
play, he saw the coverage and immediately was like, I'm just running for it.
Yeah.
They said that was a design pass play. And he never even once considered
thought about it.
throwing
Yeah.
the ball because I think he saw the coverage, knew where the routes were going to be, and knew there was going to be a hole right there.
Right.
Yeah, they were in man. Yeah.
Yeah, and he knew that he
gonna
could pick up
clear
that
out.
one with ease, and so he did.
Yeah, they had no spy because Greenlaw was hurt, and
He does a pretty good job taking care of himself, honestly. For being a guy that's like athletic. Honestly, Anthony Richardson could learn a lot from him.
I don't know if Anthony Richardson would ever play a full season at any level. To be
Ever.
totally honest.
Ever.
But put that back up there again, Patty. Yeah. So he's been what, 6 years as a starter in the league? Is that right?
Is that all?
I thought it was 7. I don't know why.
I think he's been in the AFC Championship game every year. He's been in the NFL. While Tyler's looking.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 7 years.
Hmm.
I just did that on my hands.
The 22 season, he was not the starter though.
What?
That first season up at the top, not the starter.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So 6 seasons as a starter, right?
6 seasons. He's 50% at winning Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Golly.
Pretty good.
that's pretty good. I mean, like if it's him winning a Super Bowl or Steph Curry hitting a 3 right now, he's got a better average.
Dang, that's real.
Yeah, like that's wild to me. 6 times in the AFC Championship game, 100%. He's never missed the AFC Championship game as a starter.
I saw a stat today where it was like basically go down, score, or go home. He's 7 for 7.
That's nuts.
In the
And he had
playoffs.
13 seconds in one of those games.
That's the clutch gene, man. That's what I'm saying. Like he's absolutely clutch for sure.
What brings him to the next level for me, and Chan asked the question. The question is he second or third all time right now? To me, he's number 2,
he's number 2.
because he
Behind Tom,
behind Tom,
who would be third, or who would be potentially second?
Montana, Elway.
Yeah, that's before my time. I don't like doing that.
That's same. It's hard for me to do that too because
He
Yeah.
has as many playoff
It's just not
wins
fair. I
already
don't like that.
as Peyton Manning.
he already has as many playoff wins as Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
He
that's
played in the league for a long time.
2.
And had a lot of success.
So he's 2.
Yeah.
The graphics wrong. Not our fault. The graphics wrong.
Is the graphic wrong?
What?
Do it again.
What was wrong? What was wrong about the graphic? I didn't make this graphic, sir. Notice the DraftKings logo at the top left.
Yeah, I want to know what's wrong with the graphic as well.
I'm looking at it. 3-time Super Bowl, NFL MVP, Pro Bowls, first team All Pro. Maybe that one.
I don't either. But yeah, the reason he's 2 to me right now is because of the way that he carried his team this year to a Super Bowl.
Dude, it's so much different than in the past. Like when you have Tyreek, it's like, oh, of course. About being 7-7, that's wrong. Well, it's pretty dang close. I bet that.
Well, anyways,
I'm not gonna take the fault for that because I saw it on Twitter, so it had to be true.
No, it's my fault. I put it there. What was it wrong?
no.
No, he was 7-7.
Yeah.
He said it was wrong.
Oh,
He hasn't like given me any evidence of that being wrong.
Right.
One of them was against the Broncos or something that he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't get
I'm
it done.
sure.
I'm positive of that.
I've never known for sure of anything.
But yeah, the reason, like I said, just the team that they had this year, the offense that they had, and for him to carry them to a Super Bowl, that cemented number 2 for me.
With that.
Do you think he
28
gets to
years
one?
old. I don't know. He doesn't
No.
play till 45,
I don't think so.
right? I mean, nobody thinks that he's playing until he's
My
45,
problem
right?
is like if he can win with this team, he can win with any team. They're not going to be this bad offensively next year. I
No, but they won't
guarantee
be as good defensively next year either, probably.
it. No, probably not.
I mean, they didn't give up 28 points this year.
Dude, did you see that? I think what they give up in the playoffs. It
I
was
don't know. They
unbelievable.
didn't give up 28 points in a single game this year.
Yeah, they were sneaky good on defense.
They're one of 7 teams in the history of the NFL that's done that. All 7 have won the Super Bowl.
Wow, what a stat bomb! Why'd you wait till now to do that?
Because I forgot about it until just now.
We're 48 minutes into the show, Joey.
My bad. Yeah.
Dang.
They only gave up 24 maybe one time this year. Something like that. Like one of 6 teams in the history of the league that's done that. Like
Jeez.
their defense was incredibly underrated. Criminally underrated.
Yeah.
They're one of the all-time great defenses this year.
I think the 2 corners are coming back.
shocking.
Chris Jones is coming back, isn't he?
Who?
Chris Jones is coming back. The 2
I mean,
corners are
today
coming
he
back.
said he was, but he was also hammered. So he said he was coming back next year, and the next year, and the next year.
Chan
And
says
his agent tweeted, "Make the bartender stop serving them drinks now." So
Chan said he plays until 40. So how many more rings can he get in 12 years?
oh man,
I think he can get 4. I remember this is after I said that he won't win another one. What a dumb take that was.
You think 4 more?
4's a lot.
No.
Dude, he's got 3 in 6 years.
I know, but
So saying 4 in 12, he's got twice as much time, and he only wins.
I just don't think his body holds up till
I
40.
must say he'll age, and so will some of that roster.
Yeah,
Is Andy Reid still around as the head coach? To like,
I just don't think his body holds up.
is
till 40.
Andy Reid the head coach in 12 years?
Dude, I hope so.
No
Big
way.
Red.
No way,
I
right?
hope
No.
so.
No shot.
No, he
In,
won't be though. He
in
won't
7
be, though.
years, probably not.
He's 63 now.
That's what I'm saying. He'll be 70. No.
He's got 3 to 4 max.
Dude, Joe Biden is doing great as the president. He's 80.
I was told do not even think about talking politics on the podcast. So I will refrain.
I'm sorry, we won't go there. We won't go there. Why'd Pope say why are there only likes? What is he talking about?
It's Pope. He's way smarter than me.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all go like the show, I guess.
Like, subscribe. Oh man, we forgot
Yeah.
to like and subscribe.
You can do it right now, though.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you notify. You get notified when we go live.
That's right.
You know when it is, anyways. Every Wednesday at 9. So, but do it anyways.
5.
Did you see
That's true.
some of the clips from the after party?
Stupid heart was on it.
Yeah. I hate that heart.
Why are there only 5 likes? Oh, I hate the heart.
It was a heart. We couldn't read it. Everyone else could
Did
read
you
it. Probably
see some
wondering
of the
what's wrong with
clips
us.
from after
This guy's so stupid.
the
fool.
Super Bowl? Specifically the one where Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are dancing, and then it pans over and you see Jason Kelce with a
Yes.
Oh my!
With a what? I didn't see it.
See this?
No.
Dude, he's got like a
You're like-
wrestler mask. What would you? How would you describe it?
Oh, like Rey Mysterio. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I saw like
Yeah,
a clip of a
he's
meme
like-
of it.
and he's like clapping. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, they're all lit. It's Vegas, bro.
Jason
Oh my
Kelce was
God.
lit Jason Kelce was lit the whole
I
weekend.
love it. Everybody's like, why are they smoking weed? Because it's legal there. What do you mean?
Did you see Patrick Mahomes this morning?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What did you guys think of the halftime show? We don't have this in the show notes, but
Elite.
dog.
Sorry.
All you have to do, like to me, I feel like this set the script. You just put some rollerblades
Oh my God.
into the Super Bowl, dude. Sign me up. That was so good.
First of all, it's Usher, right? Like,
Yeah,
he threw it all the way back to like high school for me.
Yeah.
Like, no, like I'm in it to win it. Like, let's go.
I wish he would have done less songs and more of each song.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like I thought he tried so hard to get everything involved.
He performed like snippets. I agree.
Yeah, if he would have cut out a couple of those that weren't like the hugest of huge hits, but
Yeah.
I mean he has so many hits.
But he brought my girl on, Alicia Keys.
Oh,
hey, I gotta
talk
tell you
to me.
something. I gotta tell you something about that. That first note she hit was so bad.
I don't care. I love
Doesn't
her.
matter.
Oh my gosh, it was like
Did
a
you see
full
the red
note
dress?
low.
She struggled a little bit.
Yeah, she struggled a little bit. You know what? It was kind of like the Chiefs season. Started off slow, little rocky start.
Bro, I am
finished strong.
I'm only listening to Alicia Keys tomorrow. That's all.
That's it. I'm with that.
Oh, she's so good.
You guys listen to Alicia Keys. I'll listen to Usher.
Yeah, that
Dude,
sounds
when they
about
brought
right.
Luda out, what'd you say?
Nothing.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said sounds about right.
Dude, this side's strong.
You're an Usher fan.
Not really.
No, I know you're not the one that you're not. You didn't do what Joey did earlier. So. This side's strong.
This side's strong.
Yeah,
this side's strong. This side's strong.
Nobody knows anything.
This
Stop
side's
it.
strong.
Yeah.
This side's strong.
Thank you.
This side's strong.
Y'all are ridiculous.
You know what's never gonna die?
Josh's barbershop.
Lil Jon. Turned down for what? Ever.
He probably
It's
would.
never
Bro,
gonna
can
die.
you imagine making as much money as he's made over the last 20 years by saying, yeah,
Dude.
okay, what, and turn down for what?
Dude, I loved it then.
And I love it now.
Yeah.
I never am like, oh man, they're playing turned down for what? I'm always like, okay.
It doesn't. It does not age. It
It
doesn't
doesn't.
age.
Little John doesn't age.
Dude, how old is that song? I bet that song is 10 years old.
Over.
Over.
Well, turn down for what? I was.
2013 to 11. Well, okay, December 2018, so it's really exactly 10 years old. We
Well,
should have a party on December 18th.
It's February, so
Dude, December.
it's over. It's over. It's over by 2 months.
It is. But I'm like, barely.
Yeah, it's over.
That was bad. I can do the Pythagorean theorem. Not good with years. Not
okay.
good with years.
And you said 2018 the second time, which freaked me out. But that's okay.
Shut your mouth. December 17th. Dude, I feel like every December 17th from the rest of time forward at like 11:58, I'm going to start it just so I can celebrate the birthday of Turned Down for What.
I'm going to let you have that. I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
No, I'm going to come over to your house.
Okay, that's fine. Are you going to play it for the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nobody will be mad. Hey, can I tell y'all a story real quick?
I would love to,
A
yeah.
little story time, because this is about Chandler.
Chan,
Yeah, we
do
got- we
not,
got- we
Chan,
got a couple
don't
more
put
things
that.
to talk
Don't
about.
put that in the chat, bro. Don't do that.
Chandler back in the day would put together mixtapes.
Oh, he was that guy.
Dude,
He
they were
was.
good too.
Yeah.
And whenever I gave my computer aids from LimeWire, download music and stuff, I told Chan was my plug. He was my guy.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah.
So he made my older brother
It took
CD.
a long time for LimeWire to infect your computer, by the way, right? It was like 4 or 5 years. And
I saw a tweet.
finally, it was like, all right, you win.
I saw a tweet that was like, if you've never downloaded Usher songs from LimeWire before, you can't have an opinion on the halftime show.
I'm in.
100%.
I agree.
Anyways, so Chan has this CD made for Brandon. I'm in I had to be in like 8th grade because Brandon would have been like a sophomore, junior, or something like that when Chandler was a senior, something like that. Anyways, me and Brandon think we're the only ones at the house. And we used to have this ritual where if we had a game day,
Okay.
we had these massive speakers at our house.
Right.
Massive. Like, do you remember like the Italian Job?
Tell us you have money without telling us you have
Yeah,
money.
no doubt.
No, these were from like the 70s or 80s.
Doesn't matter. They're loud.
They
You
were
said
loud.
massive. You said
Dude,
massive.
They were so loud. So we would throw in Chan's CD, and me and Brandon would get hype on game days that morning for baseball games.
Knowing you had to go sit in math, science, geography.
Didn't matter. That morning we were getting ready.
I lit.
We were getting ready.
And then there's a low.
So me and Brandon, and listen,
Shit.
we were not supposed to be listening to this music.
Right.
I was just about to ask.
We grew
Mom
up,
and
yeah.
pops.
secular. Like,
I probably wouldn't listen to that CD today, but
But at that time,
at that time the
Right.
CD was in, and it is like the most vulgar song in the history of mankind. Little did we know that my dad stayed home from work sick that morning. Dude,
so he was in the house,
oh
in
my
the bedroom.
gosh. Yes,
He
with the door
busted
shut.
out.
We had no clue. It scared the crap out of us. I still have that CD at my house to this day. It's
y'all
like a
were-
core memory for
So
me.
y'all were in there eating Cheerios, like raging, and out Papa Rolf, like, what is wrong with you delinquents?
Yes.
Wow, incredible.
Did he didn't take the CD and like punt it?
No, I don't know why he did it. I would have as a parent.
Chan, will
I'll
you do
play
me?
the song for you guys afterwards, not for the sitters. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, I
Oh my
can't
God.
imagine.
I promise we've heard it.
Oh, I know you have. I know you have.
Okay.
Chan, text the group chat that story so they can laugh on air.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Anyways.
it's not great.
I know that story.
All right, before we get going, speaking of having good times,
Yeah.
what better way to have a good time than going to the barbershop, getting a nice fade. Look at Joey. Look at him.
You ready? Ain't
He
you?
wants the sitters to look.
Clean right now.
He wants the sitters to look.
How soon is that? How recent is that?
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks nice. High and tight,
It
baby.
feels good. Feels good. Feels good.
Looks good, feel good, play good.
Feels good.
Get paid good.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Josh, tell me about Josh's barbershop, Joseph.
Listen, again.
Chandler's in the bottle right now.
Oh yeah, big time. That song was so fire though. I think. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Josh's barbershop, great barbershop.
The best barbershop on planet Earth.
You could probably listen to some good music there.
I'm sure you could if you wanted to. If you
Mostly
said, hey,
watch
throw
TV, but-
yeah, if you had said, "Hey, throw some music on," he would do it.
I think he put music on the TV the other day. It was
Did
pretty
he?
good. Yeah. It was
Not
dope.
surprised. Not surprised at all. Yeah, I mean you're gonna get a great atmosphere, great cut, great family over there. He also supports local, just like all of our other sponsors do. So we're gonna support them. So yeah, go see Josh. Josh's Barbershop. 386-247-1430 is the number to text. When you text it, he's gonna send you the schedule. Get on the schedule, and then just make your appointments for however long it takes you to go in between. What do you do? 3 weeks?
I don't like to do 3 weeks, but it turns into
yeah.
that. I prefer to do like every 14 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's more of a 3 week type of deal. It's okay in the wintertime. It's all right. I wear a hat, beard. Is what it is. It's allowed to be bigger in the winter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it
it's
is.
cool.
Especially when your beard looks like yours.
Thanks.
God,
It's a nice beard.
A lot of gray in here,
Nice.
but you can't really tell right now.
nice.
So
Joey said nice. Dude, that thing is
I
elite.
can't. Well,
it's
I
okay.
10 of 10.
when he said
It's
well,
fine right now.
No, when he said gray, I started focusing on that because I don't see it.
Well, it's definitely like right there. Well, this is the wrong side. This side. Anyways,
Yeah,
a little gray there.
Anyways,
looks fantastic.
Wife's fault.
did you guys have something else you want to talk about? Because I have a
Valentine's
front porch
Day.
food.
Yeah, I do have one thing. So this weekend we went to Orlando.
I have one thing too.
Nike Coach of the Year.
You don't get one thing. Go ahead.
Went to Nike Coach of the Year clinic
CP, what's up?
with the staff. It was dope. We hung out. No, I was like, all right, how much am I going to tell? No, it was good. We went to a bunch of sessions like we did what we were supposed to do, whatever. We went and hung out. So it's funny that ZP's in the chat right now. So his son was at Columbia High School and went to Bradford. Really good situation over there. They played in the state championship this year. They've returned a lot. It's a really, really good program. Jamie Rogers has it rolling. We have a lot of respect for them. I know their offensive coordinator very well. Like he's like my guy. I like him. His name's David May.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, stay with me, sitters, because this is actually like quality information. We're talking about Florida State and Mike Norvell. He came and like hung out with us poolside. Stay tuned for that.
Really?
Really, really. Like
I'm going to stay tuned for
No, dude, I had like one-on-one conversation where I got like a Q&A with Mike Norvell, and there was like 7 of us.
How did I not know this? Did you ask him to be on the pod?
No, I didn't. I should have. That's my fault.
need
We
to
actually
get-
talked.
we
We
need to
actually
get the
talked
cards,
about
man.
like I should have brought you. We should have paid for you to come down, and we just did like podcasts with all these college coaches, Sarkisian, Mac Brown. Like they were all there. We could have done like it. We missed the boat. Next year we'll fix it.
I mean, it'd be hard to get those guys, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, no, we could have got Mike Norvell. Absolutely. Anyways, so we walk up in like Bradford's coach's room. He's like, y'all come on up and hang out with us and like let's talk ball. So we walk into the room. And there's nothing but star coaches in there. Columbia High School, like all of us.
Yeah.
But like people thought like animosity. No, it's just a bunch of dudes hanging out. It was dope. It was dope. It was
Dude, yeah.
it was like no issue.
Yeah.
But
Because
people
there's
were like- No, because there is no issue.
Right.
But like people, perceptions like they don't like each other. Good, man. I guess cool. It's not a big deal.
Right. Yeah.
It was actually really good. So anyways, so we go to I think that was Friday night. Kind of a blur. That was Friday night. Mike Norvell spoke on Saturday, like around 1:30. So we go to, of course, we're gonna go. Like he was the headliner basically. Sarkisian spoke after him, which is also a pretty big deal. So we go to Norvell, as did everyone. He has some like really, really good stuff. I feel like Florida State is in a better position right now than they have been in a long time.
When you say a long time,
As in
we
like
going
last
back
year.
to Bobby Bowden?
No.
You sure about that?
Yes, because Bobby Bowden was top 5 for 14 straight years.
No, I'm not saying better than that. I'm saying the best you felt about Florida State
Since then.
Since
Yeah. I would agree with that. Like they're paying the guy $10 million. He's like Gator fans are like, oh, he's coked up.
No,
like
it's the opposite.
that was a negative.
Dude,
like
I feel like you guys are in the opposite of where Florida's at right now. Like everything that's going bad at Florida is exactly what's going right at Florida State.
so he gets on stage and he has like if you've ever heard him talk, he has like so much energy. It's like infectious. Like you're like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
And he looks intense, dude.
He's extremely intense. He's running. It's really good.
Yes.
His clinic talk was like really really good. He related to high school coaches very well. So we listened to the whole thing. Like we got a ton out of it. Like I mean more than I normally do. Not just because it's Florida State, because I don't care who you are. Like,
Right.
If you got some quality,
Then we're gonna
adopt
retain that.
it. You know. So we got a ton of stuff. So we leave and we're not listening to Steve Sarkisian. Like it's now 2:30, so cooler's open and we're hanging out by the pool. And Adam Fuller comes up. The first thing Adam Fuller is that he meets BA. He knew BA, of course, like off rip, and he was like he's talking to us, and the first thing he says to us is, "Can you believe Shaheen?" And he's like, I don't think he did anything wrong. He's not that type of kid, but like, no, I don't. What? He goes, he made a 3.95 this semester GPA.
That's awesome.
Like he was so fired up, and
Yeah.
like then they're talking back and forth about him, and I was like, man, that's dope.
Yeah.
So he's like, Coach, I gotta go get some rest. I'll be back. 10 minutes later, he's walking Mike Norvell down. Like those guys had their back to him, but I could see him. So he's walking them down to the pool deck, and him and BA they dap each other up, embrace, and he stands there for like 20 minutes and just has a conversation with just us. And there's so many nuggets, and I can't. Some stuff I cannot tell. But like one thing he said about like Shaheen Brown, he's like he's from Columbia, so I know he has the button. I can push it. He's like he has the button I can push to like push him to the next level. Like I can get more out of him.
Yeah, he's not soft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He goes
Good way to put it.
every kid in my program doesn't have that button.
Yeah.
He said, but he does.
Bro, that is the most, in my opinion, desirable trait in human beings.
No doubt.
Is can I take you to the next level by pushing you? Can I give you some critical feedback and you not get mad and upset and
Yep.
want to turn and kick rocks?
Yep.
Can you take it and make yourself better because of it?
Absolutely.
There's nothing I appreciate more about human beings than that.
And
because it is so rare.
Exactly. And he's like he's got the button and I can push it. And then he gives us an example of when he pushed the button and Shaheen told him was like, it'll never happen again. He's like, and it has never happened again. And then here's another thing. So we've talked about this off air, I believe. Well, we've definitely talked about on air about like the portal being like transactional.
Right.
I can't because it came straight from him, so I can't go too far into that.
Right.
But he was saying like, no, this makes me feel so good about Florida State right now in the position they're in. I'm sure other universities are as well. He's like, no, that's not accurate. And so that's one coach on his staff said that, and he's like, he heard that and he was like, he didn't like that at all, and he's like, no, that's not accurate. He's like, of course there's transactions that happen, and off air I will give you both all of this, but I cannot do it right here. But he went on to say like, it's not that like, no, they have to come here with an understanding of they're not getting 600 snaps. They're coming here to work for the snaps that they get. It's not guaranteed. And then he went on to say like, so much so that he talked to a very, very good, there's only two of them, so you can figure out which one because you can't put words in my mouth, but a D end. And he asked him like, hey, what do you want? Like, what do you want out of this? And the kid was like, I want to be the best. And Mike Norvell's okay, that's awesome. And he said, this like guy off-season workouts, he's killing it. Like he's a physical freak. There's no one that works harder than him, that looks better than him, like period. And then he says he missed an assignment and was like late to a class. And so Mike calls him in the office and he says, hey, you told me. Now he's telling us this on the pool deck now. There's a couple guys with cigars and there's coolers around. It's like he's him though. Like. And he says, he's telling us this. And he says, you told me you want to be the best. And the kid was like, yeah. He goes, I think you're a bleep fraud. I think you're fake. Because you want to be the best at what's easy to you. football and working out's easy to you, but you don't want to do the academics, and that's what's not easy.
Oh my god.
I think you're fake. I think you're a freaking fake. Guy's the first rounder. Yeah. Absolutely unreal.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hard not to like that guy.
Seminoles are in good hands. Seminoles, we are okay, I promise you. The win total is 9.5, and I will absolutely bang it. He went ahead and told me and said that this is the best January that they've ever had since he's been there, ever. He said the kids are like they're as motivated as they've ever been because of the playoff
Success,
stuff.
yeah.
The playoff stuff.
Right.
And off air, I'll tell you a story about the DJ Lundy thing.
Yeah.
You will love that too.
Can't wait.
And
You know who's not in a great place?
Florida.
I'm not talking about the Gators. Hey, you have to drive the show, big dog. I might as well sit
Joey,
back.
our
Yes, you
Florida
are.
Gators.
I'm gonna put my mic away.
Earlier, we looked at the top 10 teams that have potential to win in the national title. One of those teams was Penn State. One of those teams was LSU. One of those teams was Ohio State, Michigan. You know who wasn't on that list?
Yeah, there's like 120 others that aren't either.
Who am I thinking of?
Miami?
Nope.
Florida?
Nope.
Oh.
Where did our strength and conditioning guy come from? Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Oh, Boston College.
Boston College, bro. We lost a guy that has been here for 5 weeks to Boston College. Holy moly.
Coach 10 years with Bill O'Brien.
I don't care, dude.
At
I
all.
literally don't care.
It was the biggest hire of the offseason.
Dude, I don't care.
It was the biggest hire of the offseason, and it turned to nothing in 5 weeks.
You're talking about like what Florida, like Florida's. It was a
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
huge for Florida.
It was. It was like.
It was
Yeah,
a
and now
great
it's gone.
get.
And now
Yeah.
it's gone.
It was, I mean, it was, everything was great.
And now it's gone.
And 5 weeks later, like, what are they going to do now? You can't put Hawk back in that position. That's not going to work.
No, that won't
Nope.
work.
So what do you do? Like, I truly don't know where you go from here, and that ain't good.
Dude, it's so bad.
You said it in the text. Like,
Yeah.
in a
This
in
is
a
the
in a
most
time
important-
in a time where the only people that can be around the players is the strength and conditioning staff, and you don't have a head strength and conditioning coach.
That's not good.
That's not ideal, friend.
Like, so I'm sitters, you know this, but like so right now, like the only people basically that can work with the football team is like directly, anyways, is the strength and conditioning, like the staff, not the coaches.
No.
And
Dude, I promise you, there's not a single thing. There's not one aspect of the Florida Gators that excites me right now besides DJ Lagway. And guess what? I'm going to say it now. I don't think he sticks.
Really?
He can't. For his... I almost don't want him to because I want him to be successful. Like,
Yeah, I can't get on board with that, buddy.
dude, what about this program says, hey, we can make you a successful NFL player one day?
I don't know, but I don't want anybody to leave that has talent.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
No, I don't.
You don't know what I'm saying?
I really don't. I get what
So
you're
then you
saying.
don't
Like,
care about DJ Lagway at all. You
not
care about the
even a
Gators.
little
Okay, well, I do.
no, I don't. That guy can jump off a bridge. I don't care if he can.
Jesus, no, actually, we don't.
No,
actually want
no.
that.
Sure, of course not. No. But
Water at the bottom. No big deal.
I want the Florida Gators to be great. That's what I want. I'm not gonna say like those people that those people like the Twitter people that are like, man, I hope this team fails. Like kick.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I want DJ Lagway to be successful.
By going somewhere else.
No, I'm saying I would not blame him.
You said I hope he goes somewhere else.
That's not what I said.
What did he say?
I said I wouldn't blame him if he went somewhere else.
Nobody would blame him for going anywhere else.
Well, then what are we talking about?
He won't go now.
Because you,
He'll
that's not
see
what you
this
said,
year
that's why.
through. I don't
He can't.
think-
But
If
you
I
know,
said
he's not
that,
going now.
I
He's
don't
not
want
going now.
him to go. I don't want him to
No,
go.
obviously not.
There are many of people on Twitter that want Florida to lose every game. So one, they can be right. That's the main thing.
They want to be right.
I want to be right. I want to be right about Billy Napier. Blah 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 blah. Shut the heck up.
No, I want Billy Napier to succeed. I think he's a good human being.
I do
But my
too.
goodness, he can't lead this program right now.
I mean, maybe.
Dude, name 5 wins over the last 365 calendar days. Like from a program standpoint. Like a cultural building. We're moving this thing in the right direction. You can't name 5.
I can think of 2 for sure off the top of my head.
DJ Legway,
Yep.
LJ McCray.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it.
I agree.
You got to start somewhere.
Dude, we're not starting somewhere. We're 3 years into this thing, aren't we?
This is his third.
We're not starting.
I think
You sound like an emotional Gator fan on Twitter right now. He really does.
Name one thing that I've said that's not true.
I don't care if it's true or not. You're being a Gator
Factual.
fan.
It
and
is
logical.
okay. I'm gonna like air with Tyler a little bit here. It is a tough spot like to be.
You're right, Chandler. That's my fault. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a tough spot. Like it's a bad look. Like you do the bad part is this: you do something good in getting rid of the weirdo Hawk,
Right.
Yes.
and you replace him with somebody who's very well respected.
Right.
I didn't know anything about him. I said it on here, so I can't say I did not think that was like a splash hire.
Yeah.
And then also get on here and be like, worst thing to happen. They lost a great hire.
Right.
It's not fair. That's not. We're gonna be consistent. I didn't know anything, but I do know he would have been an improvement to Hawk
Yeah.
because
Well,
Hawk
so
is
was
So
nobody.
Joey.
yeah yeah probably.
I don't mean that bad towards you, Joseph.
Yeah,
You should've done
it-
before,
No,
buddy.
no. I mean, I think nobody was an improvement. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if,
So
if they literally hired nobody, I was okay.
I don't know where they go next. That's the bigger issue. Is right now they're in the middle of like, y'all. They're in like people don't, and I did not realize this until this year. Last year when we got to Columbia, we got there in April.
Mm-hmm.
We were about to start spring practice. We missed 3 months of like weight
True weight,
training,
yeah.
true like getting the body ready for the season. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
you have so much growth in those 3 months.
You do.
We missed it, and our kids missed it. And guess what? It showed up on Friday night so bad. We got pushed around. Like when a team was ready to push us around, we got pushed around. Like when a team was ready to push us around because they trained and they were physically
Right.
they could.
Right.
And that's a tough place to be physically, but then also mentally to know that like that guy across from me is fixing to whoop my ass. They're gonna freaking snap that ball here in 5 seconds. Yeah. He's fixing to. I might get the best of him a little bit
Here and there, maybe. But
but he is physically. That's what's being trained like right now, and like even more accelerated on their schedule because spring is sooner than like, our spring. So, who is running the workouts?
I don't know.
This is why, like, I reject, respectfully, Joey, calling me like an emotional Gator fan. Emotions imply that like I'm just making this stuff out of thin air. Everything that I'm saying is grounded in some sort of fact that you wouldn't dispute. Like, I'm not making this stuff up out of nothing.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just not gonna say that we're gonna get 10 wins next year. I just don't see like a positive movement from this team. I haven't seen that in forever. I don't want the Gators to lose. I hope we win every single game. I'm gonna watch every single football game that we play.
Right.
And I'm gonna cheer for us every single game. And I'm gonna cheer for Billy Napier because I want him to succeed. I truly do. But to say that I'm being emotional because I'm being logical makes no sense to me. If anything, you're the one that's being emotional because it's like the idea that we're headed in this right direction is based off thin air.
I never said we were heading in the right direction. I said I don't want us to lose.
So then what's the difference? Did I ever say that I want us to lose?
Nope.
I just don't know what I don't know.
I didn't hear you say those words, but
No, not exactly.
What did I say that?
but you're
comes
saying like he
close?
implied that like
No, listen, I argue with Gator fans all week about, not all week, but there was several comments this weekend about, I hope we lose this game. I hope DJ Lagway enters the transfer portal before he gets here. I saw that this weekend. This past weekend, I saw that.
yeah.
So then I hear it on Wednesday night, and it's like, all right, I don't want to hear it anymore. Sorry. My fault
That
for
is not
reading Twitter.
What I said, brother.
Okay. Well, then
That's
let's
not
move
what
on.
I said.
Let's
I
move
said
on.
I would not blame
move
him
on.
if he left.
Let's move on.
There's nowhere to go. The show's over.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the show's over.
I don't know what to tell you. Goodness. All right, Sims,
Gator
that's been it for
basketball got a terrible, terrible win against LSU 2 nights ago.
Lasers get
Last
likes,
night.
tonight.
man.
Catch you later.
Lasers get likes. Y'all go like the show.